Hi everyone, welcome to 2021. Let's get started with this year's Pilates. It looks like we're going to be doing Zooms and YouTubes for at least the next 3 months. So we've got a new setting for it and let's see where we go. So let's get started. Feet underneath those hips, thinking about that posture. So string through the back of the head, lifting us up nice and tall. Relax out wide through the shoulders. Feel where those hips are. And that waist from that pelvis. Let's have this little roll backwards and forwards, feeling connected, drawing in through your tummy, dropping that tail down, rolling back the other way. Keep going, feel how much movement you've got or haven't got, and then find that mid position. So if you were a bucket, you'd be holding yourself nice and level. From there, let's think about these arms. So let's lift them up and lower them back down. And again, lift up and lower back down. With this one, lift up, reach up and lower back down. And again, lift up, reach up and lower back down. Keep drawing in through that tummy, reaching up, coming back down. Last one, reach up, lift up, come back down, and we're changing again. This time we lift up, reach up, hands on head, lower down and into a dolphin dive. Reach up, lift up, hands on head, lower down, dolphin dive. 2 to go. Reach up, lift up, hands on head, dolphin dive. Last one, reach, lift, hands on head, lower those heels, dolphin dive. Come back up, big circle around with those arms into our dumb waiter. Reaching out, coming back in, stretching up through the back of that head, reaching out, coming back in. Keep going, thinking tall through the back of that spine. With the next one, let's go out wide and draw back in. And again, reach and back in. 2 to go. Stretch. Last one, out we go and over into our mermaid. Big stretch and back. And again, reach, stretching over and back. Last one, each side, big stretch, coming back over and finally reach, coming back into the middle. A squat and a reach forward and back up. As you go down, make sure those knees are going out over the toes, drawing in through your tummy, so we're stretching out through that lower back. Last one, down we go, coming back up, and let's have a little step out wide, get these hips working. So we're up nice and tall. From there, sink down and arms out and back up. Keep going down, back up. 2 more. Last one, let's hold it there. We're reaching across to one side and slide in, slide out, slide in, slide out. 2 more. Last one, back into the middle and we're down for 4 again. Keeping nice and upright through the body. 2 more. Knees turned out, really working through that bottom as well. Holding that side, reach across. And we're sliding in for 4, 3, 2, last one, and then back into the middle. Bit of a march out. 3, 2, 1, and from there, let's have a proper roll down. So big stretch up, breath in, breath out, breath in again, breath out. Chin down and we're rolling all the way down to the floor, hips up to the ceiling, big stretch, and then slowly, slowly, slowly coming back up and opening out. And again, big stretch up, hands on head, breath in, on that breath out, rolling down tight as you can. Let the arms dangle down, weights towards the front of your feet, big stretch up through the back of your legs. And slowly, slowly we're coming back up and opening out. Last one, and then we'll go down onto the mats. Breath in, breath out. Chin on chest, down we go. Big stretch down at the bottom. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out, go a little bit deeper. And then slowly, slowly come back up. And we're going to go down onto the mats. Here we are down on those mats, thinking about our position where we're here. Nice and wide across the shoulders again, relax through that neck. Feet and knees in line with the hips, and then sink into those mats, drawing in through your tummy, flattening out that lower back. And then gently, gently rolling back up the other way, and drawing down and rolling back the other way again. So you're trying to attach the whole of your spine onto that mat, flattening out as much as you can, and then gently relax, roll back up the other way, feel how much movement you've got, and we're going to stop in that mid position. From there, let's take it easy today. We're going to start off with our hip twist at level 1. We're aiming to work through that muscle at our front of our tummies, hip bones stay still, and we're reaching out with one leg. Keep the other one anchored down, and we're drawing back in. Change into the other side. So everything above the waist should be nice and relaxed. We're just working through that tummy, through those hips. Opening out and back. Changing to the other side, thinking about where that weight is. Is it still on that other side of your bottom? Once more each side. Coming back in. Last one. Coming back in. And let's change that now to a one leg stretch. Reaching out. Hovering that leg just above the mat. And then pulling back in. Changing to the other side. And this time, as you reach out, you might feel that you're arching up through your lower back. Try and keep in that mid position. And we draw back in. Keep going nice and long through the neck. Reaching away. Coming back in. And again. Stretch. Come back in. Once more each side. Feel that power through the leg as you stretch out. Last one. Stretching out, coming back in, resting there. Check the feet and knees are hip width apart. Float one leg into a single tabletop. Let's take that hip twist we did earlier to our level 3. So we're taking it out to the side, drawing back in. You should feel that tummy working harder to anchor you down onto that mat. We're keeping with the same leg for another 4. Twisting out. Coming back in. Keep heavy on that other side. I lifted up a bit there. I've readjusted. Last 2. Out we go. Coming back in. Last one. Coming back in. Lower that leg down. In line with the hip. Recenter. Float the other leg up. Let's go with the other sides. Same thing, hip twisting out. This time I'm doing my left leg, so my right side is not lifting up off the mat as we twist out. Coming back in. I know for some of you this might feel a bit easy, but we've had quite a break over Christmas, so let's get back to those basics. Get ourselves focused back in. Out we go. Coming back in. 2 to go. Counting and talking, not my strong point. Last one. Out we go. Coming back in, gently lowering back down. And now, float those arms up. We're going to take that one leg stretch and change it into a double leg stretch, level 2. So as you reach that leg out, the arms are going out overhead as well. Hold for that in-breath, and on the out-breath, we're folding back in. Try it with the other leg. reaching away and coming back in. Now this time, try and make sure you keep the rib cage as low to the mat for as long as possible. Might mean that you don't quite get back with the arms, that's fine. And again, opening out, folding back in the middle. Keep going for another 4, 3, keep steady through that middle, reaching away with the leg, opening out with the arms. Don't have the arms too close to the ears. Back in, last one coming up, reaching out, coming back in, and then pop those hands behind your head. Let's have a little abdo prep. So the arms are supporting the head, remember, and the neck. You're not pulling up through them. The elbows are nice and wide. Breath in to prepare. On the breath out, fold through the middle and we roll up, drawing in through that tummy. So you want your tummy to flatten out, not lift up. And we lower back down. Again, we're moving on those out breaths. Holding for the in-breath if you can, and then gently lowering back down. Again. Up we come. Hold. And gently down. 3 to go. Breath in. Breath out. Keeping control of that tummy. You're not completely flat through that lower back. There's a tiny little gap, but you're not arching up. We've got our last one coming up. Breath in to prepare. Breath out, we roll up. Gently come back down. Then slide one leg out. Slide the other leg out. Reach both arms out. Let's have a big stretch, fingertips to toes. Breath in, breath out, relaxing there for a moment. And then slide one leg back, the other leg back. Both hands behind the head, and we're going to go for our obliques. So this time as we come up, we're going to reach over to one side. And we're back down. We're still flat through that lower part of our back. What we're doing instead is we're taking shoulder across to opposite hip. Breath in to prepare, breath out, drawing in and over. So it's as if you're being pulled up by a piece of string from your knee to your shoulder, lifting you up and across. Coming back down. 3 to go, or 4 to go, 4 to go. Got to make it an even number. Breath in, breath out and move, squeezing tight, and relax back out. Last 2 coming up. Breath in, breath out and across, and back out. Last one. Breath in, breath out, come back down, and then bring the arms, take them out to the side. Let's have our hip twist. Bring the feet and knees together, roll over one side with the knees, head goes the other way, big stretch over, and back, and across to the other side. Knees are glued, clunk goes the back, first one of the new year. There we go. And you might feel the stretch across the front of the chest. That's fine. It's good to feel stretches. Reaching over, holding and drawing back in through the tummy to bring those knees up. Last roll over. It's giving us a little bit of a respite from our tummies before we go into a bit of shoulder bridging. So coming back into the middle. Walk those feet and knees hip width apart again. You can lose your head pillow just to free up a little space around your neck. And we're going to do a normal shoulder bridge, level 1. So we're drawing in through our tummies, picking up through the tummies, squeezing a little bit through our bottom, lengthening through our neck and shoulders. So reaching out with these arms, and then try and lower through the breastbone, middle of the back, into the lower back, onto your tailbone. Breath in, breath out. Drawing up through that tummy, squeezing through the bottom, lifting up. Nice length through the neck. Check this weight going through your big toe. And then lower yourself back down. Okay, should we add a little bit of extras, because we know we like doing that with our shoulder bridges. So with this one, rolling back up, and with our right legs, we're going to take the leg out to the side for a hip twist and back in. Keep the bridge up, hip twist out and back in. And again, we're halfway. 3 and back, 2 and back. Last one, keep that bridge up and slowly, slowly lower back down. Good stuff. Let's even ourselves out, do the other leg. So breath in, here we go. Pulling up, squeezing in, lifting up, and out with the left leg for me. Did the right first time, and back in. Keeping that bottom working, that lifting up through the tummy as well. That's 2. We've got 4 to go. Rolling out, hip twisting. Halfway. 3. Keep squeezing through that bottom. I've lifted up again. 2. Final one coming up. Back we come. And gently, gently, gently lower yourself back down. Have a little rest there. Bring one knee up towards you. Give it a cuddle. If you've got your stretching strap handy, grab it now. Let's give those hamstrings a little bit of a stretch out, because they would have worked a bit in the bridge. Lift that leg up towards the ceiling. Slide the other leg if you want to. Think about that length all the way from the heel, down the back of that leg, through the back of the knee, right down to your hip. Length there. Try and relax the upper body. Have a big breath in. Breath out, reach a bit further. Now, if you're getting fairly straight and quite a long way over towards your body, arch up a little bit through the back. And that way you might feel your leg go down a little bit, because we're stretching a little bit through the top of the hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Gently bring that leg back down. Let's change to the other side. Bring that knee in towards us, give it a cuddle. And then stretch it up towards the ceiling. Toes down, heels away. Slide the other leg down. Big stretch up. Reaching away. Holding there. Breath in. Breath out. As you relax, try and stretch a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Gently bring that leg back down. Good stuff. Let's go over now onto our sides, and we're going to do our work on our sides for our hips. So remember, you've got the choice of pillows. Just grab my bigger one as well. So for those of you that haven't been before or can't remember, little pillow and the arm underneath, but a nice straight line. Or if you're using a bigger pillow, you can have your arms in front. If you're struggling to keep in a nice straight line because of a little bit of a roundedness in your upper back, you're better off with a big pillow. Okay? We don't want you having your arm down here and your head down there. We want you in a nice straight line. Okay? From there, opening out through the neck, drawing in through the tummy, get that lift in the waist, squeeze through the bottom, and we're hip twisting. And back down. Relax that arm. Keep that gap underneath your waist, squeezing out, back of the bottom working. and lower back down. And again. So really drawing in through the pelvic floor, through the tummy, squeezing through the bottom. The more you put through that middle, the stronger you can work that bottom. Okay? If this bit's a bit wobbly, you can't pull on it so much. So make it nice and strong. Lifting up, lowering down. Last one like that. Squeeze and open. And slowly back down. Let's take that to our level 2. So our feet come up, we're still drawing in, getting that little lift there. And we're opening out. Lowering back down. And again. Squeezing open. Lowering back down. So today's session, this first session back, is all about revisiting some of our normal moves, making sure we're waking that body up after a little bit of a Christmas break, getting our basics correct. So we're pulling in through that core, relaxing through the neck and the shoulders, opening out. 2 to go. Squeeze and open. Gently lower down. Last one. So this is our climb at level 2. Lowering that knee down, lowering the feet down. Now we're going to stretch out in a nice straight line. If you glance down, you can just see the tops of your feet. From there, we're going to stretch overhead with our torpedo stretch. For 3, giving our legs a rest. 2, drawing in, stretching out. Last one. Over we go. Coming back in, and then we're going to do our one leg, our side kick even. Bend that underneath leg though, just make it on level 1.5. We're lifting the top leg up to hip height. Think about that lower back, keep it really still as you kick forward and push back. If you kick forward too far, you're going to flatten and crease in the middle. We don't want that. We want to keep that arch there, that centre. So don't kick too far. Your hamstrings are going to dictate how far you can go forward. As you draw back, again, you don't want to over arch, so you're working through your tummy. Slide forward. You can do the fancy footwork if you want. If you are, it's the pointy toes on the way forwards, gliding back, pushing back through the heel. Last one. Forward we go. Back we go. Bend that knee. Let it rest down. And we're going to come up onto our sides for a little bit of a mermaid stretch. So the underneath leg comes forward. The top leg goes behind a little way. Lift that arm up and we're going to slide over and stretch. And then come back. We're using our side muscles to help us back up. Lengthening through the neck. Over we go. This time that front arm's going to come round. So we're stretching through the back, a little twisty stretch. From there, let's take it into our thread the needle. So we're coming up and we're threading underneath. And again, reach up, opening out through the chest, coming back underneath. Last one, opening out and twisting through underneath. Taking hold of your pillow, going over to the other side, and let's have a go the other way. So, settling that down, remembering to use whichever pillow you need to support that neck in that neutral position. Knees are bent up, hips stacked up, shoulders, feet. If anything, that top part of your pelvis can roll slightly forward. We're drawing in through the waist, lifting up through the tummy, squeeze and open out. Feel it through the back of the bottom. If you can't feel it through the back of the bottom, you may need to adjust the position a little bit by bringing the knees a little bit further forward or backwards, pulling in through that tummy, squeezing through that bottom, Down we come. Keep going. 3. Relaxing through the shoulders, squeezing through the bottom, pulling up through the pelvic floors. Down we go. Last one. Coming back down. Resting there. Let's take it up to our level 2. So the feet come up. Lift up through the waist, tightening through that tummy. And you can always have fingertips in front if you're a little bit wobbly. But we're working through the back of that bottom. Slowly bring the knees back down. Squeezing open. Lowering back down. And again. Out we go. Lowering back down. 2 more. Down we come. Last one coming up, pulling in through that tummy, squeezing through the bottom. Big stretch. Tight bottom. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. Lower the feet down. Have a little rest there. Stretch yourself out nice and long. And let's torpedo stretch. Reaching over with that top arm and drawing back down. And again, reaching over and back down. 2 to go. Big stretch. Gliding down, last one. We're still having to work the tummy a little bit to keep our balance. Coming back over, ready for those side kicks. So remember, bend that top leg, that underneath leg even to start with, give us a bit more balance. Reach that top leg away. That'll help to get that little lift through the middle. Drawing in through your tummy. We're gliding forwards, driving back through the back of that bottom. Gliding forwards, driving back. Feel what's happening through your lower back. You don't want anything to be happening through your lower back. You want to keep it nicely centered. So you're having to work your tummy as you go back to make sure you don't flatten out. You're feeling for where your hamstrings start to pivot your pelvis. Pivot your pelvis. It's a nice little alliteration. Forward we go. Back we come. See if we can do 2 more. Gliding forwards. Really push back. Put a lot of effort into it. Forward we go. It's still up at hip height. It hasn't sunk down. Back we come. Bend that knee. Lower the leg down. Well done. Let's come up and do our mermaid this side. So remember, underneath leg in front, top leg behind. From there, bring that arm up. And we're going to slide down, stretch over. As you stretch over, I'm stretching right arm over, trying to push the right side of my bottom down. Come back up. And we're using those strong side muscles to help pull us up. Down we go again. This time that top arm comes over. And we get a stretch down. And then we're going to take it into our mermaid stretch. Not our mermaid, not thread the needle. Down. Underneath we pull. Then opening out through that chest bone as well, up towards the ceiling. And down we come underneath. Last one. Opening out. Coming down underneath. And we've finished with our side exercises. We're going to go down onto our tummies now for our last little bit. So have your small pillow ready. And we're going to pop our forehead on there, have a nice straight neck. We're going to bring our arms down by our sides, have the legs a little bit wider, and then we're going to relax in that position. From there, gently drawing through your tummy. Draw your shoulder blades gently down and towards each other so that you're opening out the front of that chest. So breaststroke prep, level 1. And lower back down. So feel how the shoulders are almost touching the mat at the front. Lifting them up by drawing the shoulder blades together, opening out, happy collarbones, and then sad collarbones. Once more, reach back. This time holding it there, gently tap those hands up and down for hundreds. Drawing in through your tummy to flatten out that lower back. Keep going like that. If you're feeling okay, you can gently hover just the top part of your upper body off the mat. So your head's lifted up, chin's tucked in. Drawing in through your tummy. Lengthening through the shoulders and the neck as we pulse up and down. At about the rate of 5 pulses to a breath in, 5 to a breath out. Keep going for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently lower yourself back down. Bring the arms into the side, push yourself up into what I call the Sphinx position. So the hands and shoulders are out in front of us. From there, let's just bring the hands together, drop down through the shoulders into our swan dive. So head down, lift up through the shoulder blades, bring the head up in line. So I'm looking just beyond the front of my mat. Drop down through the shoulder blades, head goes down. Lift that ribcage through the shoulders, head comes up. So it's a little circular movement. Down we go, scooping down, lifting back up. Really good exercise for our posture. It's a bit of a weird one, but it loosens us up. We often get really stiff between the shoulder blades. That's where we start to lose some of our posture as we get a little bit older and we get a little bit rounded. So these last 2 exercises have been really good for our posture. Down we go. Lifting back up. Last one, down. And back up. Pop your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up onto your knees. And stretch back, so we're curling that back the opposite way into our child pose. Stretching out. Come up into 4 point. Hands are underneath those shoulders. Tail up, head up. Drop the tail down, lifting up. And then lowering back down the other way. Tail down, stretch back up. And lower back down. Couple more. Pulling in through your tummy, stretching through the shoulders, rolling back down. One more, then we're going to have a little stretch back again. From there, curl yourself back up, lower down. Stretch those arms out in front of you. Breath in, breath out. Good stuff. Hopefully that's been great at getting you back into the rhythm of some of the exercises we do. We just finish off back on our feet, having a little stretch out, do our calf stretches, a bit of hamstring stretch as well, and some roll downs. Make sure you've got no trip hazards around you. Standing up nice and tall, sort out your trousers, your tops, everything else. From there, think posture, stroke through the back of that head, have a little shake out of the arms. Breath in, breath out. Let's stretch that upper body, my favourite. Down we go. Dangle those arms in front. It's just that top half of our body. Bend the knees a little bit, link the fingers, pull those arms away from you. Pull back through the body, tug of war. Up we come. Stretching up towards the ceiling, reaching out wide. Really push to the ends of those fingers as you come down. Breath in, breath out. Let's do that again. Little gentle knee bend. Link fingers, stretch away, come all the way up to the top. Stick at the top this time, and we're going to arch over one side, back up into the middle, and arch over to the other side. Come back into the middle and reach round and down. Floaty, floaty arms up. Breath in, breath out. Let the shoulders sink. Let's arm open. Round we go. And back. Remember, the most important thing is that we're turning from the chest. So you don't really want to pull the arms back too much. Your shoulders want to still stay in line with the body. Don't force them right back. The twist through that upper half. You want to keep your pelvis pointing forwards for as long as possible. Come back into the middle. Lower those arms down. Let's have a little balance exercise. That we go on our toes. Bit of a wobble. And lower back down. As you go up, you're thinking about drawing up through the pelvic floor, through the tummy, and down. It's that core that's giving you the lift. Lifting you up. All your toes are in contact with the ground. So make sure there's some weight going through that big toe. It's really important for balance. Up we come. Down we go. Once more. Lifting up. Lowering back down. I was tempted to add a little extra there, but we went without. Down we go and up. And again. Reach. Coming back up. 2 more. Keeping those knees over the toes. Last one, keep down low, lower the head, lower the hands, stretch those hips up to the ceiling, big old stretch, and slowly, slowly climb your way back up. Walk yourself wide, feet turned out, Charlie Chaplin like, and then we're going to go down and back up for 4, 3, 2, last one coming up, holding it there, knees are turned out, reach across and circle over to the other side, reach and circle, once more each side and circle, last one, circle over, drawing ourselves up, down we go for 4 again, 4, 3, 2, last one, keep the arms there, stretch up tall, drawing through your tummy as you twist round, and then we're going down into our saw stretch, SAW, it might be SORE as well, but we're aiming for this saw, down we go, other side. Stretching those hamstrings, come back into the middle, have a little march out. Let's do the calves. So 1 foot forward with the back leg. If you've got a wall or something to hold on to, you can. Toes in line with heel, and then lunge forwards. That way you get a better stretch through that Achilles. Find your balance, the weight's on that front foot, pushing that back leg nice and straight. Gently lifting up through the chest, holding it there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Let's change over to the other side. So make sure you've got the other foot in front. Toes down, heels down. Lunging away. Hold that stretch there. Feeling it through the calf. Now when you do your stretches, they should be static. And they should last for at least 12 seconds, 15 seconds, the longer the better. So as you're cleaning your teeth in the morning, stretch your calf. 3, 2, 1, come back into the middle, little shake out. Breath in, breath out. Let those shoulders relax. Gently, gently float up. Gentle breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Gently roll down, Reach down with the arms towards the floor, hips to the ceiling, and then slowly coming back up and opening out. Let's do one more. Breath in, breath out. In again, out, chin on chest, let the arms dangle, take yourself down as far as you can, reaching down towards the floor, hips to the ceiling, and drawing in through your tummy, a little bend through your knees if you need to, lift up, get that pelvis in the middle, lift up through the chest gently, opening out through the shoulders. From there, breath in, breath out. Deep breath in, opening up those lungs, and a breath out. Last one. Breath in, and breath out. Well done, folks, first session back. At the moment, the plan is Monday we have an easier class, Wednesday a bit more difficult class, and Friday maybe a HiTT class, so a bit more aerobics. So that's the plan for the 3 YouTube classes a week. Zoom classes will be easy, medium, and perhaps a little bit hard, more conventional Pilates, not so much the HiTT stuff. So look out for all of those. Hope you've enjoyed today's session. Stay safe, stay at home, save lives. Bye.